ॐ कनकनिकषभासा शीतजालिङ्गिताङ्गो नवकुवलयधामः श्यामावर्णाभिरामः अभिनव इव विद्युन्मण्डितो मेघकण्डः शमयतु मम तापं सर्वतो रामचन्द्रः. There is a long list of allegations people make against Rama. Mostly it is related to his behavior towards Sita, especially during Agni Pariksha and the Parityaga episodes. Immediately next in their list is the killing of Vali. Rama is accused of doing a great injustice to Vali by killing him. They raise so many questions regarding this. But in Ramayana, Vali himself asks these questions to Rama, and after his death, even his wife Tara asks all these questions to Rama, and Rama answers them point to point, thereby justifying his deeds. The first accusation against Rama is that he killed Vali in an indirect fight. Vali was busy fighting with Sugriva, and Rama was hiding behind a tree, and he shot an arrow, which killed Vali. If Rama intended to kill Vali, why didn't he have a direct fight with him? Why he had to hide behind a tree and kill Vali? Secondly, there was no crime committed by Vali directly against Rama. So there was no direct enmity between them. Vali was staying in his own kingdom and had not disturbed the kingdom of Ayodhya in any way. So, what was the reason to kill Vali? And Vali is basically an animal. Monkey's meat is not prescribed for human consumption. If that is the reason to kill Vali, then even killing is not justified even for food. There are three primary reasons for enmity between any individuals: wealth, women, and land. Vali himself says that Rama will not be interested in the women folk of Kishkinda. Then, was Rama interested in the wealth and the Kishkinda land? Was that the reason to kill Vali? Vali also says that if the intention of Rama was to bring Sita back, it would have been better if he had made friendship with Vali, because Vali had already defeated Ravana and he could find Sita in no time. So, in summary, Vali says Rama has no reason to kill him. After listening to all the arguments made by Vali patiently, Rama starts giving his reply. He starts by saying that the entire world, including land, forest, rivers, and seas, belong to the rulers of Ayodhya. Bharata is now the ruler of Ayodhya, and he is Bharata's representative. So there is no question of jurisdiction here. Rama is very well within his limits to come and inquire any mistake which has happened even in Kishkinda. Vali, Rama says, has committed a grave sin. What was it? Vali had kidnapped Sugriva's wife. According to Shastras, one's brother's wife is like a child, because one should consider his brother as a child. So kidnapping one's own child is a grave sin, and Vali has committed this crime. So he has to be punished. As the entire world, including Kishkinda, belongs to the rulers of Ayodhya, and Rama being the representative of their rulers, Rama says he is very much within his limits to punish Vali for his sin. And once it is proved that Wali has committed a sin, it does not matter how he is punished. It is not necessary to have a direct fight with Wali and give him that punishment. So, standing behind a tree is not a lame excuse. It need not be done so. And moreover, Rama says Wali is just an animal, as he himself said. So, while hunting for animals, it is but a rule to stand away and then catch them. And Rama did exactly that. Rama should not be painted as a mindless killer. He was just an executioner who was implementing the punishment upon a sinner. There is a rationale behind all his deeds. He himself gives elaborate explanation for his deeds, backed by Shastras and earlier precedents. Rama would not do anything which is not sanctioned by Dharma. One should be more careful in analyzing what he said and why he did before accusing Rama of some kind of wrongdoing. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यां परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु।